Hi guys, welcome back to another tutorial with DIY with Katie. First of all, I want to say Happy New Year to every one of you who is viewing right now, and I apologize for not being posting for a while. And this is opportunity to let you know, if you're a small creator, please keep posting, even if it's not tutorial, even if it's just to talk about something, your daily vlog, just keep doing it, don't stop. Because the moment you stop, your YouTube algorithm starts to go direct to the tutorial to see how we made this lovely cropped beautiful top from scratch to finish. It's only gonna take you approximately 15 to 20 minutes, maximum 15 minutes if you're not recording. And I'm gonna tell you what we need. This fabric I use actually jacquard silk fabric. You can use a stretchy fabric, you can use a silk fabric, just use any lightweight fabric, or even a lace net fabric, which you can use to create this piece for your bikini cover as well. So the measurement that you'll be needing are very few. I'm going to show you the measurement that you need, but first, this is what the top looks like. This is what it looks like. It can be off shoulder, just like this. It can be off shoulder this way as well, or to the other side, or just place it around the neck just to be like a boat neck the way it is. But what you're gonna do is turn around so we can take the measurement. First, you need your shoulder measurement. By placing your tape rule like this, take your shoulder measurement. Yeah, the shoulder measurement of my mannequin is 15 inches. Divided into 2, you're going to get approximately 7.5 inches. And now you need to take from your, you see, from the center back of your neckline, and you're going to measure all the way to your sleeve to see how long you want your sleeve to be. Yeah, just like so. You're going to place your tape on your neck, your midpoint, the midbone point of your neck, and take it to one side, because we'll be cutting on full, to see how long you want it to be. For me, I'll be using 33 inches. If you want it longer, you can make it 34, but use 33 to 34 inches. Why? Because you'll be needing allowance for folding the hem as well. And the next measurement you'll be needing is your hip measurement. You're going to take your hip measurement. You will know why we're taking our hip measurement, because the top is cropped up. You take your hip measurement. The mannequin measurement is 44 inches. Divide into 4 is going to give you 11 inches, because the hip measurement is what we're going to use in securing our crop top to have enough freedom to move around. Yeah, so let's dive into today's tutorial. So this is the fabric I'm using. It's not a stretchy fabric, but it's jacquard silk fabric. Okay, and what we're going to do, if you have a stretchy fabric, it's much better, but if you don't, it's okay. You can use also, because it's just you know, use a lightweight fabric. Okay, and come on the neckline and measure down your shoulder measurement. Okay, my shoulder measurement is 15 inches. I'm using 7.5 inches, which I have taken the mark. But if you want to have more off shoulder effect, you can add a little bit of half inches there. So by the time you join, you stitch, it might be tighter, so I'm adding half an inch to that. Okay, so now what we need to do is come on the shoulder slope this way. Okay, come on the shoulder slope and get your shoulder slope. Come down by 3 inches. Okay, when you come down by 3 inches on your shoulder slope, so connect the line with your, connect the line to your shoulder measurement so that it can have that fall effect. Okay, and once you've done this, come on this side on your neckline. We're going to cut the front and the back neckline together. Okay, come on your neckline, measure down 3 inches. Use the standard neck depth measurement. Okay, for the back, you make sure that you use just 1 inches neck depth. Okay, I'm going to make the 2, and I'll first cut the back before cutting the front. So once you've done that, the neck depth should be, our neck width normally is 3 inches, but because we are doing an off shoulder, come on the shoulder, on your shoulder, measure 7 inches, which is 14 inches, because it stretches. But when you're not using a stretchy fabric, just use 7.5. Okay, which is here. Do not forget that I already have I added my half inch. Okay, and so now what we need to do, we need to connect our neck depth, the width and the depth together. Okay, by connecting using your French curve. Okay, use your French curve to connect your back neck depth first. And first leave the front as it is, but if you want, you can also do the same thing. It's just for you to have more, you know, more freedom, you know, because this is just a summer top that we are making. So let me connect the front because I want it more revealing. Okay, so just connect your neck depth for the front. And now the next thing we are going to do is determine how long you want your top to be. How long you want it to be. It's a crop top, you can make it 15 inches, but determine how long it is. From the beginning, I showed you how you can take the measurement. So for me, I'll be using 16.5 inches, okay? Let's say approximately I'll be using 17 inches together with my folding and the neck joining, okay? So go ahead and measure 17 inches all around, or the amount, the length you want all around before we go ahead and cut. Then the next step is to input the hip measurement. Now come on the midpoint of your center fold and impute your hip measurement. This is where we're going to stitch in order for us to fit in our top without stressing, because it has no zipper. Okay, so normally my hip is 44 inches and I'll be using 11 inches. I want to use 11 inches, but I'm going to extend it to 12 inches. That can be easily adjusted. So our next step now is to go ahead and cut your shoulder slope. Okay, after cutting your shoulder slope, you need to now cut your neck. First, I did cut the back. Okay. Okay, this is the back, but don't forget it's a fold. And then now come to the end and cut your top length. And then we are done for this part. And the next part we're going to do is to separate the fabric and go ahead and cut the front neck depth, because the fabric is not stretchy and you want to feel more comfortable wearing the garment. Cut any excess that you know that is not aligned with the fabric. Okay, so this is very much of it. So this part where you impute your hip measurement, if you're using a stretchy fabric, use your hip measurement. If you're not using a stretchy fabric, just add half an inch when you impute your hem where you're going to stitch. But that's the last thing, but make sure that you notch it because it's going to help us along the line. So the next point now is to separate the front and the back. Okay, notch the midpoint also of the center point so that you are very much aware of where you are. Okay, now this is the front piece. The next step I'm going to do for this front piece is to cut the neck depth of the front. Normally I wanted to use 3 inches depth, but I'm going to take out 1 inches. I made it 2 inches depth, okay? Okay, so this is done. The next step is to take your front and back and place them right side facing each other. Place it on the front side, okay? So after placing the front side facing each other, the next step is to pin it on the shoulder down to the shoulder slope. Pin it accordingly. Make sure that it's pinned. If you're using the stretchy fabric, that if you're using a lightweight fabric, silk fabric, any fabric that could give you headache, fraying fabric, pin them. Pin them. It's very important, because once you do this, we're going to take it to the sewing machine. We're going to stitch it, and the next point before we're going to stitch it, so from both shoulders, both sleeve, which you have pinned successfully, what you need to do is 1/2 inch and sew to hold it in place, you know, from the shoulder to the shoulder sleeve, 1/2 inch, okay? And once you've done that, go ahead and hem it as well to avoid fraying. And once you've done that, I'm going to show you what we're going to do on the sleeve. Okay guys, so close the shoulder, both shoulder, okay, and I've also given it a good press. This is what it looks like right now. What I'm going to do here, open up the sleeve, okay, this is the sleeve, this is after joining, and measure 1 inch all around. Measure 1 inch all around on both sides. You give it a good press so that it can stay in place. So now, after giving it a good press, fold it by 1/2 inch, okay, just a tiny fold, pin it in place, most especially if you're using a fraying fabric, you know, a silk fabric, any fabric that frays are quite difficult to work with. So once you've done that, make a straight stitch there. And once you do that, you're going to be having exactly like this, okay? And now the last part is the hem, and to input the hip measurement to secure our top in place. Come on your hem part here. Now I've opened the hem. Measure around, all around 1 inch, because we're going to fold exactly the same way we did for the sleeve. Do the same thing on both, and we're going to do the final part. Woo, we're almost done. I've gone ahead to close all the hem, to hem it, to fold the hem, to fold the sleeve. And remember, from the beginning, we use our hip measurement, okay? You're just going to measure 1 inch to see how much close you're gonna close it, and that will be all for today's tutorial. You can take 1.5 inch, 2 inch, but I'll be using 1 inch. That's how I want it to be. And I'm just going to make a straight stitch, double stitch it. Also do the same on the other side. Please don't make any mistake. Don't sew this on the wrong side. You have to turn your fabric to the right side to close it. Please do not make a mistake that you're not going to enjoy. Don't make a mistake. Just turn it to the right side, because that's how we're going to be doing it. Just 1 inch closing, and that is it, okay? And this is what the final top looks like. I'm still gonna make a tutorial on how to make the pants as well. I'm still here to share it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, share with your friends who want to learn DIY, and see you on the next episode. Cheers.